Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel CyberSec Prep. Today we are going to see 10 questions from CISSP domain 4, which is communication and network security. So let's start. Okay, question number 1. Gary wants to distribute a large file and prefers a peer-to-peer content delivery network. Which of the following is the most common example of this type of technology? So we have the options Cloudflare, then BitTorrent, Amazon CloudFront, or Akamai Edge. Now, basically, the peer-to-peer CDN, it is what happens in this kind of a system is that the content is distributed among users who we called as peers, who both download and upload parts of the content to each other. This kind of a system is very, scalable. More users can mean better performance as each user contributes the bandwidth. It is also lower in cost infrastructure since it's offloads bandwidth from central servers. Latency, it can vary depending on the peer availability and network conditions. It is mostly used for large scale live streaming software distribution, for example, these Linux ISOs and the virtual content where many users are online simultaneously. So we have to select out of these four options which one is used for peer-to-peer CDN. Well, BitTorrent is an example of peer-to-peer content delivery network. It is commonly used for legitimate purposes to distribute large files like Linux ISOs and other freely distributed software packages and files in addition to its legitimate uses. Whereas the other option like Cloudflare, CloudFront, and Akamai's Edge, these are all hosted CDNs. Now, hosted CDNs basically they use a network of geographically distributed edge servers managed by a content delivery network provider. Okay, this is quite costly in terms of infrastructure, but it provides you better latency, better you can say the security and reliability as compared to the peer-to-peer CDN. So let me just open the pen. So the best answer for this question is option number B, BitTorrent. Moving ahead with the next question. During a security assessment of a wireless network, Jim discovers that LEAP is in use on a network using WPA. What recommendation should Jim make? Now, LEAP is a Cisco proprietary protocol, which is called Lightweight Extensible Authentication Protocol. Right. So we have to identify the correct response. The what recommendation should Jim make? Now, what recommendation should Jim make depends on what kind of options that we are given. So, option number A, continue to use Leap. It provides better security than TKIP for WPA networks. Well, that's fine. It provides you. I mean, it's a Cisco proprietary protocol, and it is designed to handle problems with TKIP. However, it's very unfortunate that Leap has significant security issues as well, and therefore it should not be used. So for now, uh, let's review other options. Use an alternate protocol like PEAP or EAP-TLS and implement WPA2 if supported. Well, uh, this is a right answer because PEAP was designed to overcome the limitations of LEAP. So P provides you more better, strong authentication and also encryption, and implementing with WPA2, which is which overrides your WPA and WEP protocols. So considering the PEAP and WPA2 combination, this for now looks a better option. But let's see what option number C says. Continue to use Leap to avoid authentication issues, but move to WPA2. No, no, no. This is not right. We cannot avoid authentication issues, and moreover, Leap is also not a suggested protocol because of its vulnerable nature, and so this option also not the best one. Now moving to the last option, use an alternate protocol like PEAP or EAP-TLS. Okay, and implement wired equivalent privacy to avoid wireless security issue. Well, using wired equivalent privacy or WEP, the predecessor to WPA and WPA2, I think it would be a major setback in security for any network because it lacks security features and it is not suggested to use WEP on any network. Hence, we are left with the right answer, right choice, which is B. Use an alternate protocol like PEAP or EAP-TLS and implement WPA2 if supported. This is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 3. Ben has connected his laptop to his tablet PC using an 802.11 AC connection. What wireless network mode has he used to connect these devices? Options are infrastructure mode, wired extension mode, ad hoc mode, or standalone mode. Now, infrastructure mode basically connects endpoints to a central network, not directly to each other. So, this option is not correct. Second one is wired extension mode, which so wired extension mode basically uses a wireless access point to link wireless clients to a wired networks. Again, it is not a uh, network which connects to devices which each other. So this is also not right. Ad hoc mode. Yes, ad hoc mode is a mode which directly connects two clients. So it can be easy to confuse with the last option, which is standalone mode. Why? Because standalone mode connects clients using a wireless access point, but not to wired resources like a central network. So the best and correct choice is option number C, ad hoc mode, which is the correct answer. Moving on to the question number 4. Sellers and Nix PCs simultaneously send traffic by transmitting at the same time. What network term describes the range of systems on a network that could be affected by this same issue? Options are subnet. Well, subnet, do you think it is the right answer? I don't think, because see, subnet is a logical division of a network. So, and the question is totally different, right? It is the question says that simultaneously there is a traffic being sent transmitted at the same time. What network term describes the range of systems on a network that could be affected by this same issue? So, this is not a correct option. Supernet. Again, supernet is you can say it is a combination. It is made up of two or more networks. So again, this is not a best term to describe the question requirement. Then we have collision domain. Okay, now collision domain is a set of systems that could cause a collision if they transmitted at the same time. So this is a right option, because see, systems outside a collision domain cannot cause a collision if they send at the same time. Now, this is very important as the number of systems in a collision domain increases, the likelihood of a network congestion due to an increase in the collisions. So, uh, this is the right choice, but let's see why broadcast domain is not the correct answer. See, broadcast domain is a set of systems that can receive a broadcast from each other. So, considering the question, this is option number C, collision domain is the correct answer. Moving to question number 5. Sarah is manually reviewing a packet capture of TCP traffic and finds that a system is setting the RST flag in the TCP packets it sends repeatedly during a short period of time. What does this flag mean in the TCP packet header? Well, you can look at the options. RST flags mean rest. No, it does not mean rest. RST flags mean relay set. The packets will be forwarded to the address set in the packet. No. RST flags mean resume standard communication will resume in their normal format. No. RST means reset. The TCP session will be disconnected. Correct. This is the right option. Um, what happens is the RST flag is basically used to reset or disconnect a session. It can be resumed by restarting the connection via a new three-way handshake. So this is the option number D is the correct answer. Question number 6. Gary is deploying a wireless network and wants to deploy the fastest possible wireless technology. Which one of the following wireless networking standards should he use? So, see, option A and option B. These are the standards which basically provide you, the speeds up to 54 Mbps, right? So they are not the fastest. Option C, 802.11n. Well, this one provides it supports up to 600 Mbps. So this could be a right answer. But the last option, 802.11 AC, okay, this will be preferred because this standard supports theoretical speeds up to 3.4 Gbps. So this is the right answer. Moving on to the question number 7. Michelle wants to replace FTP traffic with a secure replacement. What secure protocol should she select? Okay. Option number A, TFTP. Well, uh, TFTP is a trivial FTP, right? Or legacy FTP. And it is very insecure, quick transfer method, often used to transfer files for network devices, among other uses. So this is not a preferred. HFTPS and SecFTP. Well, these are made up terms. These are not actually uh, any standard terms. These are just made up for this question. So the correct answer is the SFTP. SFTP is commonly used as a replacement for FTP services. SFTP offers the advantage of using SSH for transfers, making it easy to use existing firewall rules. So the correct answer is D, SFTP. Moving on, question number 8. Jake has been told that there is a layer 3 problem with his network. Which of the following is associated with the layer 3 in the OSI model? Well, IP addresses works at the network layer, that we all know. So right now this is the correct answer, but let's look at the other options. TCP and UDP protocol. Well, TCP and UDP protocols are used at the transport layer, which is layer 4. So this is not correct. MAC addresses or hardware addresses, right? Hardware address also we call it as. So they are used at layer 2, the data link layer. So this is also not correct. Last option, sending and receiving bits via hardware. Well, sending and receiving the bits via hardware is done at the physical layer, layer 1. So this is also not right. Correct answer is A, IP addresses. Moving on to the question number 9. Frank is responsible for ensuring that his organization has reliable, supported network hardware. Which of the following is not a common concern for network administrator as they work to ensure their network continues to be operational? Well, if the devices have well, this is a concern. Vendor support should be there. Vendor, the devices should be under warranty. This is also a concern. Redundant power supplies. Okay, if all the devices support redundant power supply, if major devices support redundant power supply, this is a concern. But if all the devices support redundant power supply, that should not be a concern, right? So this is the best answer. Because see, most networks include many edge devices like wireless access points and edge switches. These devices often have a single power supply to balance cost against reliability and will simply be replaced if they fail. So there is no major operational impact. But if for the more critical devices like routers and core switches, which are typically equipped with redundant power supplies to ensure that the larger segments of the network do not fail if a component fails. So that's why this is the best answer, the correct answer. Question number 10. Brian is selecting an authentication protocol for a triple P connection. He would like to select an option that encrypts both username and passwords and protect against replay using challenge response dialog. He would also like to re-authenticate remote systems periodically. Which protocol should he use? Sorry. Well, the correct option is B. See, the challenge handshake authentication protocol or CHAP, it is used by triple P servers to authenticate remote clients. It encrypts both the username and passwords and also performs periodic re-authentication while connected using techniques to prevent replay attacks. Why other options are not good? Because see, when we talk about Leap provides re-authentication but was designed for the WEP, which was insecure. So it is not a right correct response. EAP EAP is extensible and was used for triple P connection, but it does not directly address the listed item, so it is also not correct. With this, we are done with the video. Thank you for watching my videos, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.